one of the most prolific backcourts in men's college basketball is right down the road. The guard duo of UTSA's Devon and Keaton Wallace is second in the NCAA in scoring.
We actually feed off each other a lot. If he sees me get going, then, you know, he knows I'm gonna give him that look like, let's turn up, or vice versa.
The pair is no stranger to this offensive role, as both averaged over 20 points per season as sophomores a year ago. As juniors, they are contributing on average 46 points per contest.
Both those guys had terrific years scoring the basketball for us last year. Now they've got more responsibility. They're defending at a high level. When they've got the ball in their hands, the defense is locked in. The defense is usually putting extra attention on them, double teaming them, and it just opens up things for other players.
Jackson says his game continues to evolve, and the NCAA's second highest scorer credits his coaches and teammates for his success.
You know, I watched a lot of film, and I think the shots that I've been taking lately have been, you know, the best shots that I've taken since I've been here. I think, you know, that's all thanks to my teammates and my coaches. Obviously, you know, they put me in the great positions, and the plays they run for me, you know, it gets me open. So I mean, I work really hard.
I think that carries over to the team. You know, he has no fear. The bigger the stage, the bigger the game, the louder the arena on the road, the better he seems to play.
The points for these players is not nearly as important as the game's outcome.
Find ways to get our team going.
For me, it's not just about the points and everything that comes on the stat sheet.
We don't really care that much about that score and all that.
You know, I'm ultimately trying to
get that win. I mean, that's really our main goal.
That's what's important to me.
That was Jessica Hunt reporting. The Roadrunners are in Conference USA bonus play. They are away at Old Dominion tonight. That game, 6 o'clock, and then the conference tournament begins the following Wednesday.
Time to head over to Market Square and SA Live for this hump day.
Hey there. Well, yes, it is also National Sons Day,
yes.
A day for sons, just to kind of be honored around the world, and of course, honoring the people who raised them. Okay?
Or created them, right?
Or created them, correct.
That's right,
or a little bit of both, okay? But, no matter how old they get, sometimes, whether they're a son or a daughter, they might need an assist here and there. So what do you think 20% of American men still ask their moms for help with on a regular basis?
I'm gonna have to ask my mom about that one.
Think about that. Think about that, okay? Because we're gonna reveal the answer later on in our show.
I'll see what she says. I just asked her.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, on the show today, we have adorable mountain lion cubs. Look at this thing. Oh, it's so cute. I mean, it's ferocious, but cute.
Y'all, this is the first time you are seeing these guys. Jared Forthman from Animal World and Snake Farm Zoo is here with the newest bundles of joy, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to need some help naming them.
Oh, so we are going to tell you how you can help name these cute baby mountain lion cubs.
I love that. And also, they're hungry, of course, and we're hungry too, and that's why we have Saytown Tacos on the show today. Look at that, brand new taco spot over at the Pearl Bottling Department, and they're showing us how to make some corn tortillas fresh right here in studio, and how to load it up with all that goodness. Look at that.
Nom 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 nom.
Looks good.
It's also National Pound Cake Day, and I learned earlier that it's not called pound cake because you might put on the pounds. Okay, but we're gonna tell you why it's called that, and we're gonna show you how they make some of the fabulous stuff as well.
Never miss a story. Watch live or when you want. San Antonio's latest news and weather, streaming free on KSAT TV.
A few showers, run-of-the-mill showers up in Kerr County right now. Kerrville, Hunt, right along I-10 there. And they'll be pushing into Kendall County, but generally north of Highway 90, there's about a 30% chance for isolated showers throughout the rest of the afternoon. We'll be warming up to 73. It'll be nice in San Antonio tonight. Skies will clear and we'll get chilly. We'll wake up in the morning tomorrow in the upper 40s. Look at all that sunshine as we close out the week. Temperatures in the 70s for high temperatures. A little bit of moisture works back into the picture. By Monday, we'll have a chance for some storms again, but really only isolated, it looks like this time around.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
So here's what we know. It really doesn't matter how much a pound cake weighs or if it puts pounds on you. It's how good is it? We're going to find out. Right?
He didn't know the difference between a pound cake and a bundt cake.
Are they good? Do they taste good? That's all I care about. How do they taste?
Okay.
Bundt cake.
Let's head over to SA Live at Market Square right
now.
Out of the wild and into the TV studio. We're getting hands-on with mountain lions. While they're still small enough to cuddle with.
Plus, it looks like breakfast, but tastes like cake. We're celebrating one of the world's most versatile desserts.
And these guys are waking from their winter naps. What you need to know about snakes in the spring. SA Live starts right now.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
I surrender. We're kicking off this Wild Wednesday with some funky tunes. You'll get a full performance from Madame Radar in just a few minutes. Good afternoon, I'm Fiona Gorostiza.
And I'm David Elder. And you know, music is great for every situation, but it's a party, right? And today there's actually 2 reasons to celebrate. It's National Pound Cake Day, we're gonna get into that. And it's one of my favorite holidays, it's National Sons Day.
Yes, so in honor of that, okay, because National Sons Day honors sons around the world and the people who raise them.
That's
so
right.
No matter how old they get, they might still need an assist from either mom or dad. But how about this? What do you think 20% of men ask their moms for help with on a regular basis? A recent survey found out the answer.
And I text my mom, and she hasn't responded yet, so I don't know the answer. I don't know what's going on, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out. So let us know. Let us know at SA Live Face out on Facebook and Twitter what you think it is, and we're going to tell you what that survey found out in just a few. All right, well, a brand new restaurant is celebrating their love for San Antonio with tacos that pay tribute to the Alamo, the Riverwalk, and even Coach Pop.
And I'm so excited for this. Chef Luis Morales from St. Town Tacos is here to give us a taste of all the delicious stuff that you have going on over there at your new restaurant. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And you got it all lined up right now. But you're going to be showing us how to make your fresh corn tortillas, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, how do you do it? What's the first thing you do?
All right, so what we're going to do, I've got some hot water right there. Go ahead and pour some of that in here.
Oh, okay.
Fiona's going to start mixing.
Watch out.
It's not too hot.
I'm standing back. I'm standing back.
It's steaming. Okay, here we go.
So we make our corn tortillas using traditional corn here. This is corn from Oaxaca, and this is landrace corn, so it's beyond heirloom. Heirloom is like seeds that your grandma and grandpa had. This has been on land since before recorded history.
Wow.
So these are really nice corn. What I've done here is we're gonna kind of cheat, because that takes a whole day to make, right? So go ahead and mix that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get you some more
We got our gloves on. We're ready for it.
Ooh, it's so warm.
Now, Oaxaca, what region of Mexico is Oaxaca?
So it's, if you're looking at the map, kind of central south, it's very tropical, really beautiful weather. They can grow things all year long. They're known for mole, chiles, corn, just really, it's a great growing region.
I was gonna say,
and it's a beautiful
and the cheese,
place,
right? Oaxaca
and the cheese. That's what we got right here. We're gonna put that on.
Yes, I love me some cheese.
All right, so some tips for when you're making corn tortillas at home, right? The ratio needs to be right on water and the masa. And you can get nixta masa or maseca, anything like that. When you put it in your hands and roll it up, if you go like that and it doesn't crack, you see there's only one big crack there?
Okay.
That's kind of how you know. Yeah, if there's enough moisture in it. If it's too dry, then when you go to press it, you'll see that they crack like that on the edges.
So you just add more, okay.
Yes, and if it's too wet, when you go to press it, it won't come off the plastic.
And that's what you got here. And I love this little, you get the Ziploc bag, you cut it right, and then it's like a hack.
That's right. This is what every mom and grandma, this is probably what the 20% are asking their moms.
That's what I was going to say. This is one of the things that moms will tell their sons.
Yes,
this
exactly.
is what you got to do right here.
All right, so you take that, and this press is from Oaxaca as well.
And everything's from Oaxaca, right?
That's right.
There you go.
It's a beautiful place.
There we go.
Now let's take it up, flip it.
Okay.
Because they're not always perfect.
Okay.
We want to get it as thin as possible.
Okay.
Do that again.
Now, how does one transform a taco into Coach Pop or vice versa? You know what I mean? How do you get Coach Pop transform into taco? How do you do that?
So tacos are sacred to San Antonians, right? And when coming up with this concept, I had a hard time thinking about how do I make a taco that's unique and distinctive, but also familiar, right? Because I don't want people to have our tacos and then say, oh, I could get that down the street at this little taqueria. I wanted ours to be something unique and special. So what we did was I did a little survey, asked everyone, give me 5 things when you think about San Antonio. Is that thing not on? And
it's okay.
And
there we go. It's going on now.
What they said was the Alamo, the Riverwalk, the Spurs, all these things. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to take that and we're going to run with it. So we decided to name a taco after each one of those things. And really, they're built around that concept about what makes San Antonio great, as well as built around one of our sauces.
Nice. And we got to try some of the sauces here. So we have the tortillas. This one's getting cooked over here. These are already done.
Yes.
And so what's the next step to making what you have
Take
here?
that lid off over there.
Okay.
And then, so also a little Mexican thing here.
What do we have in here?
You got to do 2 tortillas.
Oh, okay.
Two tortillas.
Double it up.
That's
there
right.
you go.
Go ahead and spoon some of that into your taco.
And what is this right here?
So that is some pork. Pork shoulder that we've braised with poblanos, serranos, jalapenos, cilantro, just a whole bunch of great, beautiful stuff. And then what we're gonna do, and that's done low and slow. All of our meats are braised real low and slow. They're guisado style. We're gonna throw some Oaxaca cheese on there. And then we are going to throw some pickled red onions. These are sweet, and it really counterbalances.
It's so colorful too, right?
Yes, they're beautiful. It's just red onions, salt, water, vinegar.
And you got to put the limes on there at the end.
Yep, sprinkle some lime, and then if you could crumble up some of that.
This looks fantastic. And now, what is it like being a part of the Pearl Bottling Department? I know that you've been affiliated with the farmers market, things like that, but now you're actually inside. You got a home there.
Yes.
What is that like?
It's wonderful. The people there are great. Pearl has been nothing but supportive. After 10 years, I was really fortunate to be able to get in there, and we really love it. And the people have been giving us a very warm reception.
All right. And where can folks, of course, find all these sauces?
So all of these guys you can get at HEB. We also have 2 new sauces that we brought out just for Saytown. So you're going to be seeing a poblano and serrano and a pasilla and puya, 2 new flavors that not even HEB has yet.
Luis, give me an elbow.
There you go.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
All the flavors have coupled so well. You guys are rocking it. I'm excited to go out there and try this. Fantastic.
Thank you so much. For more information on Saytown Taco, just head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
My
All
goodness.
right, well, from a tasty meal to possibly being on the menu, this is a rare chance to get up close and personal with a top predator.
That's right. Jared Forthman is here to introduce us to some of the newest bundles of joy at the Animal World and Snake Farm Zoo. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
thank you.
My goodness, Jared, this is, these guys haven't been seen before, right? This is happening right here, right now on SA Live for the first time.
That's right, exactly. These are 6-week-old little mountain lion cubs born out there at our zoo. And
they have been trying to find ways out of here.
They're
so
crafty.
that might
6 weeks,
happen.
so they're crafty.
How many of them are in here? Wait, how many? There are 3,
Oh, there's
right?
one over
There's
there.
one. I thought we were
This one used to be like this. Look at this one's just relaxed. It's just chilling over here.
So 6 weeks old, and look at those paws already.
That's right. That gives you an indication of how big they're actually going to get. This is possibly a future 150+ pound cat.
He's already taking on the camera over there.
That's right. We've got 2 males and a female. This is the little girl right there.
So this is a guy over here asleep?
Yep, he's just sleeping.
There was a lot of excitement for him earlier.
What is something, I mean, of course when they get older, they can pretty much have whatever they want, right? But like right now, what are they eating to sustain themselves?
Well, they still nurse on mom a little bit, but they're also transitioning to solid food, so they're getting some specialized diet that we feed, as well as like some beef and chicken.
There you go.
So,
maybe milk is like life is the answer to this National Sons Day question, right? That's what we need assistance with.
Now these guys, when they get older, will be able to kind of jump and leap, and
that's right.
Agile.
That's
right.
They're known for, as adults, being able to jump about the length of a school bus. So really, really impressive animals. There's actually a lot of impressive things about these guys. Like they're in the Guinness Book of World Records for having more common names than any other animal on the planet. So like pumas, cougars, catamounts, like all kinds of different names, and that's because of their large range that they're found all the way from South America and up into Canada.
And speaking of names, folks have a chance to name these guys.
Please,
right?
yes, help us
Tell us
out.
about this contest and how
Help
to do
us
it.
out. So on our Facebook page at Animal World and Snake Farm Zoo, you get on there and you'll see the details on how to. First, you have to like and then share and then put your name suggestion in the comments. And if we choose your name, you're going to get a family 4-pack to come out and see us. So,
What about some hints? Give us a hint real quick of like what you think a good name would entail. Hey, I didn't even mean it.
That's hard. You know, I'm kind of a Western guy myself.
Okay,
so.
that's a good hint.
Okay, that's a good hint.
That's a good hint on that one.
You might win. Now, what is going on at Animal World and Snake Farm for spring break? Because it's going to be so
Yeah,
busy,
that kicks
right?
off this weekend, and we're going to have educational shows around the clock, but we're really known for our hands-on opportunities and things. So you get to pet cute, cuddly stuff, maybe meet a giant snake, get your picture with some cool animals. All kinds of things.
And speaking of cool animals and spring break, you're going to be in the water, right? You actually have an animal here that's very comfortable in the water, right?
That's right.
Let's get hands-on, David. Here
There
we
we
go.
go.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You got it, Fiona?
Oh, wait. This is a weird sandwich.
Yes.
You know what?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, hello.
Let me be in a. You know what? You got it now.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
could
You got it.
possibly
You're a
go
pro
wrong?
already.
Hello. Okay, so these guys
There we
are
go.
what?
These are Nile crocodiles, but these are just babies. Believe it or not, these grow up to be the largest reptiles on the planet, topping out over 2,000 pounds and
Wow.
over 20 feet long is what records say.
2,000 pounds? They're so cute right now. So
That's
how
right.
old are these?
These guys are actually about a year old already.
Really? So how long does it
Yeah.
take them to get 2,000 pounds?
Well, in the wild, you know, it can take, 20, 30 years before
Wow.
they really reach what would be considered maybe an adult size. But really, a 2,000-pound animal is kind of an exception.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
That's a big guy.
Pretty quick if they needed to,
They
right?
can. We're talking an animal that can swim over 20 miles an hour in the water. This is definitely one of nature's biggest man-eaters for sure.
Right,
So,
like they're kind of notorious for that, right?
That's right.
These are the ones you see on the documentaries when you're watching like all those African, like, oh my gosh, they're
That's
eating zebras.
right.
This is it right here. This is so awesome. Jared, thank you so much for being out here.
Thank you guys.
And you guys can get more information, of course, on Animal World and Snake Farm Zoo. You guys can head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. And you got to name these little guys. Need names. You got to head to their
Absolutely.
Facebook
Please
page.
help us.
All right, still ahead on SA Live. The warm weather means snakes are waking up, where you can learn everything you need to know about our slithering friends.
But first, pound for pound, this is one of the most versatile desserts around. We're showing you fun twists on this delicious treat. It's next on SA Live.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, don't be deceived by the name. It's called pound cake, but this dessert should be light and full of flavor.
And Monique Carrera from Cake Art is here to help us put a fun twist on a traditional pound cake. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Thanks for having me again.
All right, so why is it called pound cake?
So traditionally, pound cake used to be made with a pound of flour, a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, and a pound of eggs.
That's intense.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And a pound of love.
Yeah, we've scaled it back a little bit. We've put some in a loaf pan. I've got some examples here for you. We've got lemon, marble, and chocolate. And then I also made it in a bundt cake shape. This is our banana split pound cake.
Oh, see, so David Sears was kind of right, right?
He
He's kind of right. There you go. One point for David
He's
Sears.
smiling somewhere. Or he might be on his way over. I don't know.
And then you have this one right here. Like, we're going to cut into later. There's like
Yes.
a secret in there, right?
Yes.
I'm excited.
All right. So what have we got here?
So this is our pound cake, which I have made in a cake shape form, and we've layered it with fresh fruit and whipped cream, and I'm just gonna have you top it off with some more whipped cream.
Okay.
And you make all of these fresh daily, is that
Yes.
correct? How do you have so much time to do all
6
these
days a
things?
week.
Look at all this stuff.
I know.
I stopped sleeping. That's fine.
Okay, you said just a couple of rings
Yes.
here, right?
Yes.
That's it? Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then we're just gonna take some fruit there, and we're just gonna top it off.
And just dump it on.
Yep.
Okay.
Just as much or as little as you want.
Oh, yeah. But make it very, very delicious.
Yes.
There we go.
So they're not-
a little bit more.
So pretty.
This is fun. Now, this is a pound cake that looks like a cake, but you guys do also like regular cakes too,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. We have cupcakes, cakes.
Oh.
We've got some lemon bars, pecan bars. Yeah.
Making it rain.
I got it.
Look at that. That's
I got
fun.
it. I got this one too. So, what are your most popular flavors?
Our most popular flavor is going to be the chocolate. It's super decadent, super rich.
That's what we start with.
I know, yeah, that's the
I just
one.
wanna know.
I just want to eat it like a sandwich. I just want to hold two of them together, put some whipped cream on there, and just nom. But we're talking about this one right here. I'm going to cut into the middle. You said there's a surprise,
A little
right?
bit of a secret. Go ahead and cut into it there.
Here we go.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. This is going to be our Oreo stuffed pound cake.
Say what?
Yeah. So it's got a delicious Oreo cream cheese in there.
Stop it.
Look at that.
Oh, Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. National Pound Cake
I've
Day.
never needed a fork so badly.
I know. I'll just use my hands, don't worry about it. But what does that mean to y'all? Like, is it a big time of the year for these pound cakes? Or is this a really heavily celebrated event?
You know what? Pound cakes are good 7 days a week.
Yes.
Doesn't even matter.
Yes.
You can have a pound cake for dessert tonight.
It just happens to be a reason to celebrate it, right?
Okay. And you have, so you also have cake pops and macaroons, right?
Yes, in the store we carry cake pops. We've got French macaroons, pecan bars, cookie bars, lemon bars.
So what you do? The whole slice. Yeah.
Is it good?
Okay. So how did you make this?
So I made a vanilla pound cake here, and then I kind of hollowed out the middle a little bit, and then we've got cream cheese, Oreo, a little bit of sugar. We mixed it all together, filled it in, made it extra good and delicious.
Oh, it is extra delicious. It's so creamy. I love Oreos. I'm an Oreo fanatic. But look at that. It's like Oreos on Oreos and Oreos blended together with Oreos. I love this.
It's not super sweet, right? It's
What's
right.
in the filling? Like what?
It's cream cheese,
Yes.
powdered sugar, crushed up Oreos.
All
Very
those
simple.
I'm gonna eat this whole thing. I gotta just sit down. You just sit right there, buddy. We'll come back to you. That is absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
How did you get started baking and making cakes?
I started baking when I was about 10 years old with my grandmother and my aunt. And so I've just been baking my entire life. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do.
Wow, we are looking at some of the cake art that you've done, right?
This is my first bakery. We've been there for 8 years. We're at 281 and 1604. Is absolutely a dream come true for me.
I mean, you guys are knocking it out of the park. I love this right here. And you guys are so creative. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And to get more information on Cake Art, just go to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Last place that his head would hit that pillow would be a jailhouse in Los Alamitos Bay.
Funky Tunes with the Texas Band. We get a performance from their brand new album and get tips for aspiring musicians.
And next, never buy another pair of glasses or contacts again. You need to hear this incredible deal that could transform your vision and save you more than $1,000. That's straight ahead. It looks like spring, it feels like spring, and that means spring break is just about here. And if glasses or contacts are getting in the way of your spring break plans, well, there's still time to get rid of them for good before you go on vacation. And Richard Doynoff, Operations Manager with Manrique Custom Vision, is here to tell us how you can do just that with LASIK, and he's going to save you hundreds in the process, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. Okay, so how can people find out if they're a candidate for LASIK?
Basically, you can call or text a number you're going to see at the end of this program. When you come in, we'll do a full eye exam to check you to see if you have nearsightedness, farsightedness, astigmatism. We'll let you know at that point if it's safe, and we can proceed with the procedure, usually in a day or two, actually, after that.
So what is the difference, because I know folks might be wondering, between LASIK and Z-LASIK?
Z-LASIK, in our opinion, is the least invasive out there. It only takes a few seconds an eye. So when you come in and we do the procedure, you're looking at under 30 seconds per eye to get out of your glasses and contacts.
So under 30 seconds per eye. So that's what. So if somebody's sitting there, what is the process exactly like?
The longest part of it is doc. I mean, doc's talking to you the whole time you're there. We numb your eyes up, give you Valium before you go in. Doc talks to you, and most people get up and they don't even realize that it's even happened. All that they know is they're looking across the room and they're seeing us immediately. So that's basically all there is to it.
Because I know some folks might be a little nervous, oh my gosh, something that close to my eye, but they don't even feel it, right?
No. I can tell you honestly, I couldn't even put contacts in. And I did it back when they used a blade, and that was back in the 90s. There's no cutting, there's no pain, blade-free, pain-free, and just a few seconds and now you're done.
So let's talk about the recovery. How are they out the door?
4 to 8 hour nap afterwards, sleep through the Valium. Most people get up and they're off to the races. Just have to follow the drops for the first couple weeks and you're good.
All right, so what about financing?
Good question. Yeah, right now we're still offering up to 36 months interest-free, and we have low payment plans. We try to help everybody's budget out, so if they come in, we can usually take care of them.
So what do folks say afterwards?
Look at our Facebook page. 100% say, I wish I'd have done it sooner. I'm not even kidding. They're like, I could see, I can't believe I waited this long.
Right, because like everything's suddenly in, like UHD or something,
you got
right?
it. Yeah, you got
It's
it.
like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know.
You got it.
What I was missing. How can folks save money by calling or texting right now?
They call or text in, we will take $1,800 off. It's a one-time special that we do, but we do it sometimes, other times, of course. But the main thing is we want to get you all in. We can educate you a lot more on the procedure and get you scheduled for it. You'll be out of your glasses before spring break.
All right, let's go ahead and get that information up on the screen. Call or text now to get $1,800 off Z-LASIK and at Manrique Custom Vision. That number is 210-354-2020. That's 210-354-2020. That's the SA Live special, $1,800 off Z-LASIK. This offer is valid for the next hour only. So you're going to want to call that number or text LASIK to 45384. Again, that's text LASIK to 45384. Head to sa.manriquei.com for more information. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Devon. It's good seeing you.
You too. Still ahead on the show, where you can go to enroll your little ones in important early education classes. Some families even qualify for free. And rock out with a band visiting from Austin. Madam Radar is here. They're up next on SA Live. And here's a look at what's happening at the Tobin Center, brought to you by BMW of San Antonio.
Well, welcome back to SA Live's Sound Sessions. We are joined by Madam Radar out of Austin, and I'm so happy you guys are here because they can really rock out. Thanks for being here on SA Live. Violet, first question for you. How would you describe your music?
I would say Eagles meets Fleetwood Mac. We're a little too country to be rock and roll, a little too rock and roll to be country.
Okay, that's a good way to describe it. And Kelly, we've seen you shred on the guitar. How long have you been playing?
Since I was 6 years old, so I should be better now.
Wow, 6 years old. Okay, so my daughter just told me she wants to play the guitar. Any advice?
Start young.
Okay, she's 7.
Yeah, that's the perfect time. My brother, this is my brother. He started playing drums when he was 5 years old. So yeah, just
okay.
start young.
So my son wants to play the drums and he's 5. Okay, is that
Oh, start young as well. Yeah. The more help and the more studying you can do, the better.
All right. Yeah. Well, you guys, anything else you'd like to add?
We just want to say thank you, and please check us out at madamradar.com.
All right. Well, Madam Radar's newest self-titled album is out now. You can get it anywhere music is sold. And here's a single off that album.
Been a long time. You stand before me. Always thought about what I'd say, but never started. I'm sorry. Yeah, here you are, expecting those 2 words. Baby, yeah, baby, this time it is time. Let me hear you say that I'm sorry. Like you really mean it. Your fingers rolls behind your back. Say something that you can't take. I surrender with my white hand. Offered you my heart, only to have it tossed back. Know that you're that you can't take. Something that you can't take back.
Madam Radar, fantastic job. Thank you so much for being here. Next on SA Live, are you ready for spring? Well, so are they. We're learning the facts and getting hands-on with snakes, and that's coming up. Stay with us.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, these guys are waking up from their winter naps and they're looking for a snack.
That is terrifying. Blaine Eaton, our snake expert, is here with tips to keep your toes away from them and off their menu. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And introduce your fabulous assistant.
Well, my grandson, Curtis.
Curtis, thanks for being here, Curtis.
You're welcome. All right, so we're starting over here with that big guy.
That big guy is a full-grown python. That is a ball python that comes out of Africa. They only average about 4 to 4.5 feet.
So he's full grown?
He's full grown.
Okay. And tell me about their personalities. Because people think python, they think, oh, it's
They
this
think
huge
giant snake.
that eats everything. But no.
Right. So the ball python is one of the snakes we recommend as a pet. They're very laid back, they're very gentle, and they'll just sit there. And they seem to be happy with human contact for some reason.
I'm pretty sure he's having a moment with David.
I know, and you know, look at it, he's resting his little head. This is great. And you know what's cute? Curtis gave it a name right before we got here from during the break, and cinnamon roll. Oh, look at that. That's a fun name. It makes it a lot more warmer and cuddly.
And the color morph of this ball python is cinnamon, so that's where he came up with the name.
Oh, look at you. You're so handy.
So Curtis, are they kind of like couch potatoes? They
Practically.
They practically are. Okay, yeah. They just
So
kinda
this is
to hang
like,
out.
if you want to get into snakes, you want to have a snake, this is a great pet to start
This is a great pet. And two of the snakes that we highly recommend are the ball python, and then the next snake we'll pull out is the corn snake.
Oh, wonderful.
Is that Curtis? Are you going to do the honors on that one? I wasn't going to step up. So.
Yeah. Now, can the snakes be comfortably out here with each other? Should I put this one?
I love how we just left David.
Yeah, you're like, all right, David, have fun.
These are fine next to each other. Both of them eat rodents. They don't eat snakes.
Oh, okay.
So the corn snake can get up to about 5 feet. In the wild, they've been known to reach 6 feet, but 4.5 to 5 feet is the average size. Now, both of these are snakes we highly recommend. They're gentle snakes. They do well. As you can see, the corn snake's more active.
Yes.
The ball python is, you're holding me, I'm fine.
Yeah, this is much more my speed right here. This is great.
So you mentioned, the snake is more active, and because we're coming out of winter, they are becoming more active.
They are becoming more active. They're coming out. They're looking for food.
So what do you need to, what are some tips? If you encounter.
The tips are, if you encounter a snake, usually if you leave it alone, it's going to crawl away from you. In San Antonio, in Bexar County, you find a snake. If you dial 311, the non-emergency number, they will give you a number for one of our members that does the snake rescues and relocations. Okay. We come out at no charge and remove the snakes. We do ask you keep an eye on that snake, because if you see the snake in the yard, you walk in the house, you make the call, you walk outside, it's gone.
Oh, it's terrifying.
And it might be in your toilet. Might be in your toilet next.
Who knows?
Okay,
90% of the time, it's going to be a non-venomous snakes. We don't see a lot of venomous snakes inside the city limits.
That's good. That's good. That's very good. Okay, so we have about a minute left.
Yeah.
So let's.
Well, this
get
is
to
a unique
guy.
snake called a hognose.
Okay.
Now this is Curtis's snake. He actually caught this out in West Texas. Their nose is turned up like a hog and like a little pig. And when you first come across a hog nose, they spread a hood like a cobra. They hiss at you. You reach over, start playing with them, they roll over and play dead.
Are they the only snake that can play dead?
No, there are other snakes that have been known to play dead.
Okay.
Some king snakes, some coach whips have been known to play dead.
So you don't want to trust a snake.
The hognose that is found here in San Antonio is the eastern hognose and gets about 3 to 3.5 feet. This is a Mexican hognose from West Texas. She's about full grown.
Okay. All right. Now our last
It's cute.
snake.
I like the eyes, a little hog
We've
nose
got
on
about
there.
20 seconds. So who's this guy?
The last snake comes from California. This is a gopher snake called the San Diego gopher snake, and this is an albino gopher snake. So they can get up to 6 to 7 feet long, and this is a project of Curtis's. He has 3 of them. He has a male and 2 females, and the male in this female will actually produce what's called snow, pure white.
Wow.
So it'll be 2 years before they're old enough to breed.
All right. Well,
But all of these snakes here will be at the reptile show this weekend.
all right, and that's where you can learn even more about these guys and other reptiles. The Texas Reptile Expo is happening this weekend, as Blaine said, Saturday, March 8th and Sunday, March 9th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Lions Club in McQueenie. For more information, just head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Thank y'all so much. Next on SA Live, getting your little ones started on the right path now. How you can get them enrolled in pre-K for SA, and how to find out if your child can go for free. Don't go anywhere. Is your child 4 years old or will be 4 years old before September 1st? Then it's time to start thinking about pre-K. Yes, that's right. Pre-K for SA has opened their enrollment for the 2020-2021 school year. And here to tell us all about pre-K for SA and enrollment is Dr. Sarah Beret from pre-K for SA. Thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here.
Now, why should people enroll their children into pre-K?
Well, pre-K is a great way to make sure your child gets a strong educational start. A lot of folks don't know that our brains are more than 90% developed before the age of 5. And so the sooner children get started with a great pre-K program, the stronger their brains will be and the longer they'll be able to build on that all through school.
Now, is this a full day program or are there different schedules available?
It is. Pre-K for SA is a full day, and so we start our classes at 7:45 with a healthy breakfast, and we go all the way through the day till 3 o'clock. For families that are working or going to school full time, we actually have extended hours until 6 o'clock so that the children can continue on having a great learning experience until their folks are ready to pick them up at the end of the day.
And there are enrollment fees, but for some families, this could possibly be free for them. Is that correct?
Right. The state of Texas has set some criteria where families can go free. Some of it's around income, but it's also children or second language learners, but also our active duty military. So we want to encourage all of our active duty military folks in San Antonio who have 4-year-olds to apply for a pre-K for SA slot because they can go for free.
Oh, okay. Now, is this a first come, first served basis, or how does that work out?
It is, and so lots of parents right now are looking for what their children are going to be doing next fall, and so we're helping them to get them enrolled right away so they know they have a spot. We do also offer a sliding scale tuition option for families that don't qualify under the state guidelines, and so we make that affordable so that everybody can have access to high quality pre-K for SA.
Now, my son is 18 months old.
Yeah.
He's going to be 19 months. And hi, Bo, I know he's at home watching. But when should parents start thinking about pre-K? Like, I know it's sooner rather than later, correct?
Sure.
But how should that play out into the development of the child, say, even when they're 18 months old?
Yeah. Well, children develop very rapidly. As a matter of fact, the latest research out of Harvard say that your child is developing 1 million synapses a second. So that means every minute of the day matters. So it's not, families can start to think about what makes sense for them as they get to the point where they're looking for some either childcare or school. But definitely by the time they're 4, we would want to see them in school because we know they're ready and they're eager to get started on their learning journey.
It makes so much sense because you show him one thing and it's like, bam, he got it. And
Absolutely.
he's trying to escape, he's trying to find the gates, and he's trying to get out of there.
Absolutely.
He's a smart kid, he's cute. But thank you so much for being here. And to get more information on how you can enroll your child at pre-K for SA, just go to prekforsa.com and visit pre-K for SA Education Center or call the enrollment hotline 210-206-PRE-K. That's 210-206-7733. 888-535. And then any tips, real quick, for parents on their first day dropping off the kids?
Oh, we'll start as soon as families engage with us, we'll begin giving you tips and engage all through summer, so you'll be more than ready by the time August comes and the first day of school. So both you and your child are going to have a great start.
Because that's another question I would ask my mom right there. So there you go. I got how to drop off the kids. Well, thank you so much.
My
All
pleasure.
Right. Tomorrow on SA Live, are you looking for some healthy options that still have a great taste? Learn how to make these easy recipes that you can make at home. Plus, spring break is on its way, and so we have a family vacation activity right here in town, and we're learning how to paint pottery with PreK.
All right, well, it's National Sons Day, so we found a recent survey that asked, what do 20% of men still ask their mom for help with on a regular basis? And folks weighed in.
That's right. Adam Shiflett said they would ask mom, my kid is acting just like I did. How did you handle it?
Exactly. That's a good one. That's a great one.
Okay, Linda says babysit grandkids.
That's a good one too. It's all okay. Kids, good. Let's see. Is it
Angie?
Angie says cooking and laundry.
Okay.
Do you need advice or do you need her to do it? I don't know what's going on with that one.
And then Julie says, Mom, can you babysit? Yes, that's a popular one. But the survey found out that 20% of men still ask mom for help with picking out clothes.
No way.
Like when they, when they're shopping or whatever. Like, is this what?
My mom didn't even respond yet, so there we go. We're still waiting on that with the verdict still out.
And you got a text from your wife.
I did, and I love Bo, and we'll see you here in a little bit, buddy.